Alright guys, in today's video we'll be kind of talking about a daily routine for AFK journey. So I'm pretty sure a lot of people when starting out this game, you guys probably don't know what to really do because there are a lot of things to kind of do. So I'm gonna kind of break it out as far as what I do on a daily basis when I log into the game. So kind of just log in for the day actually. So we are kind of go through what I do. This is not the actual beta that you guys will be playing. This is like a different server, but pretty much the same thing. Essentially, pretty much everything you guys are seeing literally the same places. So let's kind of get started. So the first thing I do when I log into the game is kind of collect the AFK reward, because the amount of time you guys do AFK, you obviously do get this treasure. So let's actually click on it real quick, because this is quite important. Obviously, getting that AFK reward, you have a lot of resources that you actually do need. And then also do click on this glass hour thing, because this pretty much gives you 120-minute worth of the AFK reward. So we can claim that up to 2 times, so that is actually pretty good. So if you guys are brand new, obviously starting on a new account, is definitely recommended to push the AFK stages, you know, as much as possible, because early game on a lot of the content are locked behind the AFK stages. So I'm going to show you guys what we have for the beta. Is actually essentially you have to get to really high levels to unlock even arena, some of the outer content. So definitely do suggest for you guys to push on further. The next thing I'll do, gonna go through my kind of inventory, or my kind of like the resonating home, because we want to see if there are any equipment from the AFK reward that we can essentially go ahead to upgrade ours. Since right now I did not get anything, so there is essentially nothing to replace. So for any one of them, if you do not see like an exclamation mark, that means there's nothing to improve upon. So that's pretty much it from here. The next thing we'll go through is the battle mode. So the next thing we'll do is kind of play through some daily event that we'll do. Dream Realm Arena, pretty much all are going to be daily things to do. Even the legend trial, those are obviously must do. For the Dream Realm, is pretty much something you want to do on a daily basis, because you are getting fabulous reward in here for upgrading material. So every day you do play the AFK, or not the AFK stages, but every day when you play the Dream Realm, you are essentially getting these Dream Fragment, where you can exchange for some stuff, which we'll go over just in a little bit. This one is to upgrade the characters, so we have that as well. So these are pretty important. All right, so we can just kind of exit out here. So what I recommend doing is probably play through a few stages, or at least a few attempts, to see if you can improve your score, because you can actually get reward based on the percentage how you are able to do this. Yeah, so you get reward based on that. So I cleared the 10%. I have not gotten to the 20% yet. Let's actually get a quick round here, because you guys can see not ranked yet, so that is not good essentially. So if we log in the following day, if I have not played today, that means the following day I'm not going to be able to get any reward. So let's actually play through this. So my setup is not the best. We are still kind of improving, so I think this should be fine. Just gonna test out this team so you guys can kind of see. This has obviously been played through many times, like my account. I've been grinding, alright, so that's why it's pretty beefy a little bit. But this difficulty is actually much harder than you think, because this is like a tier 2. I'm glad on the beta version they actually give you a recommendation of what to use, so that is really nice. We don't have it in this server, or in this version of the beta, so I'm just like, man, they're definitely stepping up their games to making things quality update, just adding a lot of recommendations, so people are kind of aware to what to use, because we don't have it in here. So we are kind of blindsided in a way, right? So let's just kind of let this play through. Alright, yeah, we are actually doing quite good. I'm just trying to get into the 30% tile. Alright, we got it. Perfect. Yeah, I don't think we can last any longer. Yep. Alright, that's it. That's not bad. I mean, at least I'm getting the other reward as well. Yeah, I'll take that. Cool. Yeah, 59. Yeah, that's not bad. That is not bad. The next thing we are going to play is going to be Arena. It's pretty much every day when you log in, you are able to get some attempts. So it's pretty self-explanatory. Obviously, you just click on challenge. Whoa. Before that, Before you click on the challenge, before you even do anything, play an attempt, make sure you come down here to kind of set your formation, because you want to defend as well, because people are going to be playing your squad, so you don't want to leave this behind and be like leave it vulnerable in a sense. So do make sure to kind of check this as well before you log in, or not before you play. And then after that, after you select what you want to play, you can just kind of save your formation and then exit out here. And after that, we can play to like a few. Probably gonna be picking like enemy. We can check. You can kind of check their squad. This one is a little bit too much for my taste. I'm seeing things that are like 119. I'm not really up there yet for a lot of my guys. So we can pick like a really low one, or like a really high one. What is this one? 220. Yeah, that we ain't doing that. This one looks alright. We're gonna play something that's a little bit more challenging, so you guys can kind of see. I'm just gonna keep the team as swallow. I think we should be fine. We do have the full faction bonus, while my enemy does not. So it's kind of like a mixed bag team. So it could be good, it could be bad. It just really depends on what you play with. Obviously, we are not trying to play with teams that has the advantage over me, which none of them has. I play like a full molo team, like this icon right here. So there's no light bear. So we good. Yeah, we kind of solid. Let's kind of hop in and kind of see what's going on. Yeah, I think we just gonna smoke this person. Yeah, alright, we done. Perfect. Yeah. Oh, not yet. I was about to say. Alright. I think we should be like kind of done right now. Alright, perfect. So after you play all your attempts, obviously I'm just gonna do one for you guys. Just like an example. Hey, I level up. Cool. Nice. So we done that. So after that, if you have time or you want other things to do, play the legend trial, because this is essentially giving you upgrading material to upgrade your character, which is very essential. So how this actually works as far as the legend trial, I believe you cannot get past anything higher. So I think for the Molo team, I'm already at 30 out of 90. So what it's saying, I have to reach 20 on all of them, right? Yeah, so I have to clear pretty much all the 20th levels for all of these before we can move on. So subjectively speaking, I should be playing these three, and then after that we can move on. So we can kind of play this, kind of show you guys how this looks like. So it's literally like a tower. You climb up the ladder and essentially you just kind of click challenge. For this mode specifically, you are only able to use the recommended element or the faction, so being the light bearer. So whatever is effective over on the other team. So we can just press play, because their level is pretty low and I just have not played in a hot minute. So we done that. So you can play as much as you want. You just have to make sure that everyone is around the same level, then you're good. And then if you feel satisfied, you want to call it a day, you can just kind of quit it. So these are the important reward. They're called the acorn. They are essentially the upgrading material that you need to ascend the heroes. So we have that. Gonna cover that real quick. So we done that. And then we should be good right here. So yeah, so pretty much has to be at least 20th or higher. So we done that. So now for Molo team, we can continue if we want. So after you kind of done everything you kind of need for your battle mode, what else you want to do next is kind of check your quests. You just want to make sure you have completed all your tasks. So do a quick collect and then claim this. This is kind of like your daily, right? You don't want to miss out on some diamonds, right? Guilt, we have this as well. Essentially, you can kind of go down the list to make sure you are maximizing your weekly limits. So they are definitely a huge benefit on joining a guild. It's probably a must do. Like if you guys are playing the beta right now, you want to kind of get that experience, I do suggest you guys to try to join one to see how you guys like it. So either you don't like what you guys are running, or like what kind of guild you guys are at. Essentially, like after the beta is over, when the live version is out, you guys can form a party of your own with whatever friends you guys have, and then just start something like that. The next thing we can kind of talk about, besides like what I will do on a daily basis, is check mail, because the mail actually contains the arena reward. They give you reward on a daily basis, so do definitely come here to check. So we can just kind of collect that, and then that's it. All right, the last thing we will do before, like, essentially when I'm kind of done for the day, we are gonna check the stock shop right now. The things that I usually check is this, just the general store. Essentially in here there are kind of items you can kind of buy. There are the equipment you can buy on a daily basis, so you can definitely buy them if you guys do need a strong one. I have been buying a lot of them because in here it pretty much gives you 10 levels ahead of what you guys currently have. So how they determine that, we can kind of talk about that just real quick, but essentially I buy this on a daily basis to kind of improve upon my squad. And then the other one are kind of reset on a monthly basis, so I probably will make a separate video talking about this because this is a little bit more to talk about in a sense, so we won't kind of spend too much time in here. But essentially that's what I do, you know, on a daily basis. This is kind of my daily routine. But yeah, so I talk about how they determine why I'm able to purchase 190 level for the equipment. Is essentially my resident level. So pretty much all my characters except for these two are at 180. So they base it off from the lowest one that you have. So even though these two are at 190, but they pretty much based off from the enhanced resident of 180. So when I go over to the shop, I'm able to get things that are 10 level ahead. So that's pretty much explains that. But other than that, that's just kind of my, I guess, my own personal daily routine for AFK journey. Do definitely let me know how you guys feel about this. Is this something that's, you know, a little bit too much? Maybe you guys could be doing more. Definitely do let me know that in the comment section below. But other than that, that's pretty much it for me, and I'll be catching you guys on the next one.